Let's do it, guys! Right. It's Morphin time! Triceratops! Tyrannosaurus! Mastodon!
Saber-tooth tiger!
White tiger! Morphin time!
The Tokusatsu Podcast.
Guardians of the Earth, united we roar! Whatever!
Hello and welcome to episode 4 of It's Morphin Time, the Tokusatsu Podcast. As always, I'm the leader of the podcast, Anime Tom 100 on YouTube and Skype, as well as Young Beats 100 also on YouTube and Ranger Board. And with me as always is Ryan, the real Black Ranger.
Hi.
And we have a special guest, Sentai22.
Salutations, everyone. Sentai22 here. How you guys all doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Unfortunately, Ranger Reviewer 07, Chris, couldn't make it today, but he'll be back next week. Those of you wondering why he's not here. So our first topic will be toy news and figure art news with Sentai22. So, Sentai22, take it away.
Oh, yes. Blade King Form, Kamen Rider Blade, one of my favorite Kamen Rider series, has become an exclusive, which is kind of odd since a lot of the ultimate forms for SH Figuarts Kamen Rider, like Blaster Mode or Hyper Form from Kamen Rider Kabuto, never really got an exclusive. This is the first exclusive ultimate form for a Kamen Rider to be an exclusive, if you will. So it's kind of sad, really. I'm going to have to shell out like maybe 70 or 80 bucks for him, because it's just, Blade King Form is probably one of the best looking ultimate Kamen Rider forms out there. And it's a shame that they're releasing it as an exclusive. I was thinking maybe they were just going to release the movie from Kamen Rider Blade as exclusives, but looks like now they're just going to make it as an exclusive for the ultimate forms. So, and also they're going to re-release a lot of the older Kamen Rider series, a lot of the older Kamen Rider SH Figuarts like Kabuto, Agito as well. They're going to re-release Kamen Rider Black as well, I believe RX2, and as well as the re-release of Shadow Moon 2. One thing cool about the Kabuto 2.0, which has been on the blogs lately, is that this will be completely different mold design than the first Kamen Rider Kabuto that was released, the first wave of the SH Figuarts, which was released in 2008. The difference here with the new mold for Kamen Rider Kabuto is that they will be using this mold will be totally different. It will be based on the model. The body basically will be modeled after the Mr. Kamen Rider himself. I forgot his name. He's done a lot of he's the suit actor for a lot of the Kamen Rider series, but it will be based on his own. It will be based on his body, which will be in SH Figuarts form. It'll look totally awesome.
I really want them to finish Ryuki, because they never released all of the Ryuki figure arts.
Oh, yes. Eventually they will get to that point, but right now I think they're focusing on the popular riders as well. Of course, they're releasing the Sailor Moon SH Figuarts, as well as
there's a Kyu Red coming out too. Kyu Ryuger. They're making.
Oh yeah, they're releasing Kyu Ryuger. I always keep mispronouncing it wrong.
Yeah, Ryan always corrects me with that.
Yeah. Thanks for that though, because like I don't know why. But yeah, expect those to come down the pipe pretty soon, and of course the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers SH Figuarts Red Ranger and Green Ranger will be hitting down in every hobby website somewhere around August to September. The red one will be around September, maybe possibly sooner than September, early September.
Yeah, I saw them making like Mighty Morphin figure arts like separate from the Zyuranger ones.
Yeah, the difference between the SH Figuarts, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and the Zyuranger Figuarts is that in the Zyuranger Figuarts is it doesn't. Zyuranger has the powerful Ranger attachments like the brace, neck brace, and the belt, the American belts. For those of you who don't really know what Hakiapa Ranger is basically a parody of Super Sentai, even though they're made from the same company as Super Sentai. It's basically parodying you could say the fandom in some cases. I don't know how you would describe it, but yeah, it's basically parodying, the fanboys and all that stuff.
Such a good show.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So yeah. Anything else?
Do we want?
Comic-Con exclusive prices.
Oh yeah, yes. We gotta talk about
Should
that.
I just say it? I have it up here. The gold morpher is going to be $100.
That's
the
cheap
gold
in my mind, because the fact that people are buying them for almost $400 on eBay already, the fact that they're only
they
selling
don't
for
even have them to sell yet on eBay. They're just already like.
I know, but people are bidding at that price.
Those people are just make. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
It's okay. The 24-karat gold Ghost Morpher is going to be $50, and the metallic Green Ranger with the tribal coin is going to be $25.
Yeah.
I definitely thought all of them were going to be more.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting. Sorry, I guess we're a little. I guess we were expecting a little bit more, but thank goodness it was just for like $100.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna be the bad part about it is that the majority of the people that are gonna be at Comic-Con buying these morphers, the gold morphers, will probably just be scalpers and not average fans, and that's what I'm worried.
Well, at the Comic-Con, they're only being limited to one. Like, everybody's only limited to one.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, if they're avid fans, I hope they buy them. But
I'm hoping because they made 1,000 of them, I'm hoping that there will be maybe some left over that'll go on the Comic-Con website for people to buy. That's a possibility.
Nah, I doubt it. It would just be sold out in like seconds. Yeah.
Because they're limiting it one per person.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lose-lose situation for the big majority of the Green Ranger and White Ranger fandom to try to get these morphers.
Ryan was saying that if they release it in Toys R Us, he thinks they're going to take the gold out. I think that they're going to do the exact opposite and just leave it in there because they'll be able to get $100 for each morpher if they put it at Toys R Us if they leave the gold in there.
But it is Toys R Us, and they'll just jack up the prices.
Yeah, but then they'll have it for like $115 because Sentai22. I don't know if you know this, but at our local Toys R Us, the morpher the list price was $50. Then it was on the website for $60. But when we went with 07 to Toys R Us to get one, it was $70.
Well, it depends on where you go, really. I mean, here, my local Toys R Us, the Legacy Megazord costs like nearly $70. That's without the taxes, so it'll be like around maybe 72 or 73.
I still think $93 for the Shinkano is too much, though, especially because it's not the exact like Japanese one. It's an American Japanese one.
Guys, don't complain. I paid around $144 for the Bandai Asia version.
Yeah, I'd rather have the actual Japanese one.
It's the exact same thing. It just has the Power Rangers like band around it because it's American. It's the exact same thing. I've told you this a million times. It's the exact same thing.
It's the same thing. You'll see when they release.
Even Sentai22 says it.
The deluxe Gosei Gray will probably be released with the same thing as the Shinkano, the American Shinkano. Well, Japanese version. What the fuck am I saying?
See, it is the American one.
But it's the exact same thing as the Japanese one. The exact same thing. It just has a Power Ranger band around it because they have to have that.
It's just not hardcore enough.
Dude, stop being a weeaboo. You are not a weeaboo, okay? You don't need to pay over $100 to get the exact import from Japan. That's
just be glad that you actually get the Shinkeno. I mean, when Samurai first came out, a lot of people were scoffing for the Japanese stuff, and it was just totally hard to find. You know, fighting Shinkeno was finding a needle in the haystack when Samurai first came out, because when we heard that the deluxe Samurai Megas, or the American version, the one without the symbol mode, there wasn't going to be that feature, so you would just have to basically pay top dollar for the original Shinkeno, and now you guys have it, and I was like, damn, I wish I should have waited longer.
Yeah, I mean, that really pisses me off about pants just being so weirdo and anal about it. Like Sentai22, in your video about the Green Ranger figure, you said that people in Rangeport were complaining that the head wasn't show accurate enough, right?
I know. I mean, there was this one guy, Ranger boy, that said, well, the size of between where the nose is not accurate enough. I mean, dude, just look at it. And if you look at the recent past Green Ranger figures, most of them aren't show accurate. Like, for example, the Super Legends Extreme doesn't have the Dragon Dagger holster or the emblem in the chest. And of course, the Super Legends, the regular Super Legends Green Ranger, if you look at the Morpher, and if you look at the prototypes that were pictured when the first pictures of the Super Legend Green Ranger came out, you'll notice that they had accurate detail on the Morphers, the gold Morphers on the Green Super Legends Extreme Morpher, and they promised us nothing. They've just left it like that, like nothing. And people are complaining about this? Come on, this is probably one of the best. This is probably the best Green Ranger figures around.
The Super Legends one that came out during RPM, that 8-inch Super Legend Green Ranger, that goes for a lot of money now.
Yeah, but like I said, people will complain about just the tiny little bits of the figure, and they'll just wonder, I bet you huh? What?
It drives me insane. It just drives me insane. It's just
I know. I mean,
we should be grateful as fans to get the stuff, but we complain about the smallest little details.
I wonder what 07 would say about this.
I mean, if you look at other countries, they don't really get SH figures. I mean, we have an American distributor called Bluefin that distributes the figure arts in the U.S. and in Canada. And you have places that just don't really get it, you know what I mean? It's a shame, you know what I mean? People are complaining about this. Just be grateful for what you got, you know? Yeah. So, on to the next topic, if you please.
You want to go to what we're watching now, or the main topic?
Yeah, let's just go to what we're watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've been watching just loads of Power Rangers, different seasons. I watched 11 episodes of Dino Thunder in a day, and I got brain overload from watching so much Dino Thunder. Now I was watching Lost Galaxy. Yeah, I'm just watching lots of different Power Rangers, random episodes and seasons.
Right now, I'm mostly watching the metal hero genre of 80s to early 90s metal heroes. Right now, recently I've been watching Metalder. The ending is a little bit sad, but it's okay,
Did you find it subbed? Because I found it subbed.
Oh, you found it subbed, really? Okay, well, like I said to Tom here, after watching so many sub-anime and tokusatsu, you kind of really know certain phrases in Japanese,
yeah.
and you kind of understand what they're saying in some sense. Like, for example, it's Sama nani da, which means, of course, just who do you think you are, or Sona bakanao, or that means that's impossible, or it can't be,
Yeah, or sorry, they say that so much too. Sumimasen!
Yeah, It's like, man, I don't really need subtitles no more, you know? But sometimes you really do, you know?
But yeah, if you want it, though, I can give you the link to the Metalder subs.
No, that's okay. I kind of finished it already.
Okay.
And like I said, the finale of Metalder was really sad, though. But not like, you know, like somebody's dying or anything, but it's just really, really sad.
And
you should definitely watch it.
I've also been watching a show that's not technically tokusatsu, but it's close enough for me, and that's Animorphs. And me and Ryan...
Animorphs, oh my gosh. It's been a while since I watched that show.
Ryan hates it. Ryan absolutely hates it.
I don't hate it, I just don't like it. But there's a difference.
I absolutely love it. He's like, I don't understand this at all, it's so stupid.
I don't hate it, I just don't like it.
I could
I kind of agree with Ryan on this. I don't really like Animorphs too much. I mean, it does have a tokusatsu feel, but it just kind of feels kind of, you know, supernatural type thing, but for kids.
I could watch the same 26 episodes over and over again and never get tired of them.
If Sentai22 saw the first episode of Animorphs, I saw the alien coming out. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Kamen Rider Black. Just a tad bit.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, the Andalite, Elfangor.
Yeah.
So, Ryan, do you want to talk about what you're watching?
Not much. Yeah, Kamen Rider Wizard.
Not much is a good show.
No, here's the thing. Kamen Rider Wizard side characters are annoying me to death. Cure User's Cure User. It's okay, but it's...
Do you want to review the newest episodes? Because you could do that if you want.
I'd rather review the stuff I just watched this morning. Yeah?
Ryan, I'm thinking of watching Koryojo when it finishes. What do you think? Should I watch it or not?
Give it a shot. It's good.
Because, like,
okay.
It's very...
Any new episodes of, like, new shows that come out, like Wizard, Kyryuger, you're welcome to, like, review the whole episode on the podcast because, like, we're Toku News, so you're welcome to review, like, the newest episodes that are released of things and the What We're Watching segment.
Yeah, Kyryuger, it's very, very lighthearted. That's the best I can describe. It's very lighthearted. And we're going to, like, talk about, like, 80 Sentai coming up in the main topic, but, like, compared to stuff the Sentai that was sharing in the 80s, this is, like, very lighthearted. It's really meant for kids and stuff.
You said the same thing about Go Busters.
Go Busters, I didn't say that. Let's just say Go Busters.
You said it was like too light of a series.
No. Go Ranger's light of a series. I think it's like Car Ranger with dinosaurs.
Yeah. Even though I only watched like the first episode, and the Henshin dance just kind of killed it for me. Zamba, right? What that's called.
I love the Henshin dance. It's so funny.
I mean, if it was a Sentai series that was like comedic, not in the same level as Car Ranger or Kyryuger, but like if it's like a parody on itself, not like Car Ranger, because Car Ranger is not necessarily a parody of itself, but like sort of like they could answer these kind of really stupid questions like, why does the monster always get big? Couldn't just get big right away? You know,
the way they go to monsters in this series is funny because like one of like the little henchmen like side like generals just, like comes like waters like a plant and it grows. It's cute.
Yeah.
So we want to go to the main topic now.
Oh no, I want to say something about Kamen Rider Wizard. I just want to say something about Kamen Rider Wizard.
Okay.
That show would be good if the side characters didn't suck ass. Because that one guy who's like, what the hell's his name? Shunpei, he's the most annoying side character I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, no,
he's up there with the Forze side characters.
I love
she's okay. And
the Forze side characters brought so much like theme flavor and like just plain character to the show, so it wasn't bland.
And Beast, I don't like Beast at all. Beast is just, he's okay, but like, it's just...
He's too cocky.
You know, the most annoying characters in the Kamen Rider franchise would have to be those guys that hang around at the milk dipper in Kamen Rider Ditto. The one that has like that strange attraction to Ryutaru's sister.
Dude, I haven't seen Kamen Rider Ditto in years. Actually, I've only seen like the first 10 episodes.
Yeah. Oh, you know, like, I have to say, Kamen Rider Den-O was essentially kind of the first ever Kamen Rider series to be that lighthearted. After Kamen Rider Kabuto was basically the end for, like, the dark, gritty Kamen Rider.
Oh, no, that was Decade.
No, it wasn't Decade.
Decade was...
I mean, because, no, I'm saying because, look, Decade still had its funny moments, but during Kuga and Kamen Rider Kabuto, it was mostly like melodramatic drama.
Ryuki was too.
A little bit of humor, but not that much.
Same with Ryuki.
Yeah, I mean, it had a little bit of humor,
Yeah,
just like in the other series, but it looks like from Kuga to all the way to Kabuto, it was mostly kind of drama, dark tone. But after Kabuto, they really started to change things. I'm not sure about Hibiki, though, because Hibiki was kind of a little bit lighthearted, but at the same time, it was dark.
I found all of Kuga sub, too, which normally that's hard to find.
I just feel that, okay, Den-O was lighthearted. Kiva was just like, it tried to be a romance and dark and lighthearted all mixed all together. That didn't work out that well. And then Decade just tried to be like everything like the other series were mixed together.
Yeah, you know what the sad part about Kiva is that it was way too overshadowed by Den-O because it was still being popular. The movies were kicking like crazy. They were releasing OVAs left and right. I mean, Kiva never really got a chance because it was hanging around in Den-O's shadows. So, I mean, I like Kiva personally. I really do. I mean, it was a really interesting Kamen Rider series because it was like the first to have most like, you know, vampires and stuff like that. Way before the Twilight, you know, like Edward and all that stuff.
I think that if we ever do Power Rider, it should be Den-O because, like you said, Den-O does have all those movies and OVAs and all that extra shit.
I have something to say about that.
No, we don't want that. We don't want Power Rider to be Den-O because
I mean,
Den-O
I have a question about that.
Hear me out. Den-O, in a sense, feels more like a Sentai than a Kamen Rider. Think about that. I mean, like, well, you have all of the besides the female, like you have all of the Amazons, like having sort of that, you see what I mean? So you don't want Power Rider to be like Power Rangers. You want Power Rider to stand out in its own. The reason why Mask Rider failed when it came out in '95 was it was trying to mimic Power Rangers too much, you know, because you like, for example, Power Rangers, you know, you had 5 teenagers and had the same plots, you had the same kind of quick, like, wacky type thing with the monsters, and it's the same thing with Mask Rider. It was just Power Rangers, but just one hero.
Dragon Knight was better.
Go ahead.
I said Dragon Knight was better than Mask Rider.
Mask Rider.
Yeah, they did Mask Rider. Even VR Troopers was better than Mask Rider. I like VR Troopers because
whatever happened to Power Rider was supposed to be like Forza, but like whatever happened to that idea? Because that was official too. That was on JE Fusion.
No, that was just a rumor. That was about it. There was a script that that was really odd. The kid died from cancer. No, that's not Saban at all. That's not really Saban at all. No way. That cannot be. So, I think it's just plain rumors, and we just have to wait until at least maybe, like I think I told Ryan about this, until 2015.
2015, yeah, you said in your video.
You have to wait until 2015, so let's just see what Saban Branch will do. They will have to expand at some point. Besides
they could do
Power
Wizard.
Rangers.
Like that wouldn't be hard to do Wizard. They could definitely do that.
I don't want to see them do Wizard. I'm already like having enough trouble watching Wizard as of right now.
They should just do Decade and have like all riders come back that no one like knows about. Just do Decade.
That would be. Sentai22 said this. Like it would be like Ben 10.
Yeah, basically, like you could sell the different riders in that state, if you will. Like you could sell all these different riders, and you can sell them as rares and all that stuff, kind of like the cards too. I mean, just think of the merchandising possibilities if they adapt Decade for the Power Rider
Kamen Rider
series.
fans would buy all of them too, so that would actually be a perfect idea.
Yeah, that would be that bad. I mean, I can accept the 4-inch figures, you know? I mean, I hate those 4-inch figures. I wish they would go back to the 5-inch figures.
Yeah, I hate the 4-inch figures so bad.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that possibility will depend on, you know, how much it will basically become, like, how much will the potential for that toy line will be, because, you know, what happened with Kamen Rider Dragon Knight is that it was on a channel that just didn't really care about nothing.
It was so good, though. I was such a big fan.
Also, the toy line came out way too late, unfortunately. It didn't sell too well. I mean, some of the stuff was still in shelves, like, after 2009, like, maybe
like a year or two ago, they were all on Five Below, too.
Yeah. I mean, it was just terrible. It was a merchandising flop.
I just want to mention something funny. About a minute ago, I just heard the ice cream truck music in someone's mic, like.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, it was Zombie in the background.
I just heard that. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, my camera just picks up everything. Let me see if I can adjust it here. So
that was just
me
funny. I was like, what?
What is that? You still hear it, don't you?
A little bit, but not as loud.
Yeah, I'm like, is it just me, or did you guys hear that too?
Ice cream!
Okay, do we want to move on to the main topic now?
Sure, no problem.
Who wants to go first?
Ryan, go first. I have to prepare myself here.
Okay, well, I have notes, so... Okay. Main topic today was 80s Sentai, and I just want to say for right now, 80s Sentai are all fucked up.
Yeah. Especially the one I'm going to be reviewing. It kind of makes no sense in the beginning.
No, here's the thing. So anybody who hasn't seen any Super Sentai from the 80s, watch Kyryuger, watch an episode of Kyryuger, and go back and watch an episode like Live Man from, like, 1988. These shows are just so... I think it has to do because, like, in the 80s, Super Sentai and Kamen Rider had, like, a prime time slot in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a little bit more, they could, like, air, like, more darker stuff. And, like, Changeman here, this is the one I'm talking about. The first episode, okay, let me gather my notes here. Changeman is a military-themed Sentai, and, like, I'm gonna read my chicken scratch. First episode, the commanding officer was, like, they're shooting at them, and, like, the army from space is, like, coming down, and, like, they're, like, about to, like, I didn't really prepare this that well. I just want to talk about the 80s Sentai, how dark and screwed up it is. Like, the villains, by the way, like, that's another thing I've noticed between, like, Sentai that airs nowadays and Sentai that aired back then, is that the villains have that more humanistic kind of alien appearance, if you guys notice that.
Yeah.
Like, today they, like, are in the full costumes and shit, like in Kyryuger. And the side henchmen, like, they, like, hatch, in Changeman, they hatch out of, like, eggs, and they're, like, spitting up, like, they're, like, covered in, like, slime and crap, and they're, like, chewing people's heads off, and it's weird.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to say this, I love the Changeman's costumes. They look so 80s.
Yeah.
Well, in mine, like, I watched a bunch of Flashman episodes just with no subtitles before, because for not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before, my uncle got me DVDs of just every episode of Flashman Raw, so I watched, like, mostly every episode of Flashman with no subtitles. And then I found the Dead Fish fan subs, which are pretty hard to find, so I was like, oh, I found Flashman subs, like, I found them a couple days ago. I'm like, this is so cool, but they're just getting subbed now, so it's not, like, as hardcore finding the Dead Fish fan subs as it used to be, but, like, the first thing, like, it's so much different when you watch it subbed than Raw, because it said how the 5 Flashman Rangers were kidnapped as kids, and then, like, in the intro, it's like, 5 kids were kidnapped. Now, 20 years later, they're living on the planet they were taken to. I'm like, I didn't get that vibe at all when I was watching it Raw, that they were like kidnapped, and then
Yeah,
because
it's like, you are the chosen ones. Come to my planet, and we will train you to fight.
and then it's in the first episode they're going back to Earth because that's their home planet, and Earth is in danger. So, and they're not even teenagers, they're like in their 20s because it's like 20 years later. That's another thing, like 80s Sentai, they're not teenagers, they're all older.
Yeah. Well, technically, the majority of the 80s Sentai were mostly young adults. I think Denjimon was mostly like the majority of the cast was in their 40s, maybe.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like the first Kamen Rider was in his 40s.
Wait,
Yeah.
were the Turbo Rangers in their 40s or something like that? Because I know that Sentai they were in high school. Turbo Ranger.
Turbo Ranger. Yeah. Well, they're young kids. I guess because at that time I think it was the anniversary of the Sentai series. They just recently included Battle Fever J as the first Sentai, and of course 95 they included GQ and Go Ranger as part of the Sentai franchise. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Silence.
We were letting it sink in.
Yeah, I mean before I think what was it? Man, I'm getting a brain bubble here. Like in the 1980s, Denjimon was the first official Sentai series. It wasn't until 1989 when Battle Fever J was introduced to the Sentai franchise, and it'll be another 5 years in 95, the anniversary, where Go Ranger and GQ would be part of the Sentai franchise. I wouldn't be surprised if Gatchaman was part of the franchise too, because it has so much similarities, and it predates Super Sentai, even though it's from another company though. Awkward silence.
Yeah.
Letting it all sink in.
Yes.
But yeah, Flashman's definitely, like, if you're looking for a good old Sentai to watch, Flashman's definitely enjoyable to watch, either raw or subtitled.
I just have a question. Does anybody know if they actually recycled parts for the mechs? Because the Changeman's Robo looks a lot like the Flashman's Robo, especially with the same colors.
Yeah, they reuse a lot of stuff from previous Sentais. They reused the background music, they reused the monsters, they retooled them basically. Power Rangers, they did the same thing. They used a lot of monsters from Mighty Morphin, and they retooled them for monsters for Power Rangers Wild Force, I think. Actually, the main villain of Power Rangers Wild Force is wearing the same suit from the main villain from Die Ranger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so it's a good cost-saving measure.
They use the same, places, too. Like, the same places they fight in. For I
think the reason for that is because the permits are so cheap that they just do it in the same place. I mean, if they do it in a place where the real estate is way too high, they're not going to put it because
I want to visit that mountain range where 30
I want to visit the Tokyo Dome, even though in Power Rangers there's some kind of stadium in New Zealand.
I love how in Power Rangers RPM they have a Tokyo Tower in the dome.
Yeah, they have something similar to that in New Zealand, but it's not really a dome per se. It's some building that just looks similar.
Inside the RPM dome, I think at one point you see a Statue of Liberty for some reason too. I don't know why that would even be in Japan, but you see that.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. The reason why they reuse the same locations is because they have to basically tell the public officials in that area that we're going to use the area. They have to ask the public's permission to use that area, and it's cheaper in that area. Because if they use a different location, that, for example, the property values are so expensive, they're not going to use it. You know, I wish they could reuse. I wish they can, you know, be a little bit original and use somewhere different. But
Yeah,
it's understandable.
Because like in season 3 of Mighty Morphin, they did a lot of like filming around like Los Angeles area, didn't they?
Yeah, but think about this in Los
Like the
Angeles,
playground
like
in season 3.
downtown Los Angeles, the permits to get the permits to get places to shoot is just too expensive. That's the reason why
They moved to New Zealand.
Yeah, because it's just so expensive. Not only that, because you know after 9/11 they cannot allow to like you know put explosions in you know in those areas. You can't like this you know explode you can explode a car or an inanimate object without the city's approval.
Yeah, because because Sentai22, you live in New York. I remember somebody said like in the there was an episode of Time Force where Rensick's like giving like a terroristic speech, and like while he's giving it, they like played the Time Force theme like over it. I don't know if you ever saw that episode.
Yeah, I did. They in the original broadcast they basically blocked Rancid's terroristic speech and replaced it with the Time Force theme song, and I'm like, what? Like, somebody's hearing the Time Force theme song. Everybody's like, why are they afraid of this Time Force theme song? It's happy. It's
it's upbeat. It's awesome.
It's upbeat. It's awesome. It's like, come no more for all alike.
So you can't find. Can you find the original scene with his speech?
The JetX versions have the original now. They after everything just settled down. They went back to the original threat speech, if you will.
They'll probably be on the DVD. The new DVDs coming out. I think they're like actually like going to release. Shout's going to release the third box soon.
Yeah, Lightspeed Wild Force.
No, like I said before, guys, it's in the JetX airings now. The threat speech. Don't worry, it's in the. You have to find the encode for it somewhere. But go ahead.
Oh, because I saw that when they edited it, I saw that on like Range Reports when I like posted a link to it. I was like, whoa, that's weird.
Yeah, that's the Fox Kids version that was edited out. But if you watch the JetX versions, they took the Time Force theme out, and Rancic just basically threatening everybody. So you just have to find the JetX version. Believe it or not. Which is kind of ironic because it's Disney, They would just probably left it on. They would just left the Time Force theme there.
Yeah.
But I actually like Power Rangers Generations on JetX. I actually like JetX how they handled Power Rangers. Like they used to air like marathons like Power Rangers like at night and crap. I used to watch it.
Yeah, but I didn't really like how they only picked a select few episodes because some of them never aired. Until maybe. There were some episodes that did air on Generations, but after that they just never aired them again because I guess because of the violence. And there were some episodes that were edited for content, like for example, when I think it was one episode of Power Rangers Turbo when Adam, Aisha, and Kat were fighting Chronomite. I think that's his name. Kuromite. It was Kuromite. It was basically that henchman from Power Ranger. It was like they made him like
the guy in the blue that had like that weird face.
Yeah, and the original like the Kuromite went forced into them and there was this one scene where a Kuromite punched Kat in the stomach. That was edited out in the JetX version.
Well, you obviously can't kid a girl in Power Rangers. Well, you can do it in Super Sentai.
Yeah, but in the original Power Rangers Turbo episode, they actually did. They edited that out, and also they edited out the part where Kuromite pushed Adam in the chest. Basically, when he pushed him, you didn't see the physical contact. Yeah, you gotta watch it. I don't know which. There's the episode where he used this kind of machine to clone their morphing energy, and they had like the suit all color, but the helmet's in gray.
We don't do an episode where we compare Saban and Disney, because we're getting way off topic.
But this is fine because it's interesting.
Yeah, because during the Disney era, a lot of the older episodes of Power Rangers that was done by Saban, a lot of them were edited for content.
Have you ever seen the Time Force? There's one Time Force episode where I swear I'm not going crazy. This is, like, I heard this and multiple other people heard this. Wes, like, swears under his breath. Do you know what episode I'm talking about?
No. Neither do I.
I'll have to find that because he calls Eric a bastard under his breath, and I swear I'm not going insane. Like, you couldn't take it as anything else, and I don't know how that got through, but... Like
there was this other episode what Jetix edited out was the power transfer where essentially Surf and Terra was destroying this abandoned city on this planet. They edited out the building destruction in the power transfer. It was like, why?
Yeah.
Nobody's seen the building.
It's an abandoned city.
This is really off topic, but there's an episode of Pokemon where they edited out a building falling down because it looked like too much like the Twin Towers and it was after 9/11. But it's in the theme song.
Yeah.
So
Many
it
episodes
didn't
of
matter.
Pokemon.
Well, keep in mind, the tone of everyone at the time after 9/11 was they didn't want to be reminded of that. So it took a while before everything went back to normal. However, in the Pokemon Tower of Terror, they did change the title of it permanently to something else. I'm not sure.
Was that the episode where the Tentacle like comes in like smashes the tower? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed. No. I think no. There's one where Ash goes into that haunted lighthouse.
Oh yeah.
Tower of Terror. They changed the name of it to something else.
What I was talking about though is the tentacle thing because that's in the theme song. Because of Pokemon, and then it like shows the tentacles like destroying it.
Yes, because when you think of Japan, you think of tentacles.
Yes.
And big boobs. And
James and his big boobs. Haha, that upsets
yes.
Pikachu seizures.
Yes, it's like, oh no, too much lighting, too much blue and red.
Next episode, we should have like a live reaction. We should all four of us, like when 07's here, we should all watch that and see who has a seizure.
Oh no! I have.
Yeah.
That's not. Well, then again, the quality is not that great, so I don't think it will.
If it was in HD, maybe.
Yeah.
It'll only give people seizures who have like those kind of problems.
I do.
Okay, if you really want to watch this before, like if you really want to be prepared, just watch Niggas in Paris by Jay-Z and Kanye West. That would actually is like crazy.
Also, how about Fox My Fun?
Okay, so should we...
We're so off topic now.
Yeah,
We're talking about Jay. Oh, so how do you feel about Jay-Z's new album?
Yeah, it's like, let's move on. I'm not really into
since that's easy, talk about Metalder.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, actually, I wasn't going to talk about Metalder. I was going to talk about Toku Winspector. It's a Metal Hero series that was aired on TV Asahi from February 4th, 1990 to January 13, 1991.
Was that the last Metal Hero?
No.
No.
The last Metal Hero was B Robo Kabutak. No.
Oh yeah.
Taiwan Tensei Robotak. It was a dog Metal Hero. What I'm talking about is the 1990s Metal Hero series, which is Toku Winspector. One thing interesting about Winspector is that it was kind of like basically a special police force where the main character has he has a robot suit and he also has robot buddies. And he defeats crime and with his robot buddies, and he drives an awesome Camaro, which is very rare since a lot of TV shows don't. Usually, the main hero drives a Corvette or a Firebird, but here he drives a Camaro, which is awesome. But yeah, I mean, like, one thing unique about this Metal Heroes series is it doesn't have no, like, main villains. It's just regular criminals doing bad things, you know, and basically, you know, tries to stop them with the technology that they have. The main character of Tokyo Inspector, his name is Ryuma. He's 23-year-old. He's the leader of the team, and he's the only human member. The other two are just robots. He knows martial arts, you know, and he basically, you know, captures the bad guys with his robot buddies, Biker and Walter. They, like, when he goes into his specialized car, he gets his card, his SD card, and he transforms into the car. I mean, he transforms into Inspector inside the car. So it's a really good series. I definitely recommend it, although the subtitles are not there. There's no sub for this series yet, so hopefully soon.
It sounds like RoboCop.
Well, in a sense, yes, but you have the main hero who's a human being. He transforms into this kind of robot-type suit, but he has robot buddies, kind of like Cubics. You remember Cubics?
I love Cubics.
Yeah, like he has two robot buddies that help him out fighting crime. So there's also the sequel for Inspectors called Soul Brain 2. So I haven't gotten to that one yet. So silence.
Well, since we're on the topic, like you said, subs. What do you think of HK subs?
Can I talk about that first?
I know you would. I want to hear something like this. HK subs.
HK subs are for people that just want to go on Google and translate things.
The thing is, to me, like, when I was watching it, and I was watching HK sub DVD and kind of complaining about it, and my mom actually said, she was like, well, if they are people who just translate it, it's actually better than regular subtitles because you're getting exactly what they say, and you can interpret it however you want to, but it's like exact subtitles, so actually, if you think about it, it could be better than other subs.
Yeah, but keep in mind is that the people that are working on the subs are just giving transcripts to, hey, you know what, you do this, put it on there, that's it. I bet you they just basically get it from like a Google search machine and just like, okay, just put it in there. They'll never know the difference. Because if you think about it, the Japanese language, it says many different things. Like I said before.
And slang and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like for example, you know, like I said, like for example, somebody says, "Ore ga soba ni iru," which means I'll be by your side. It could be other things like I'll be with you or I'll be there. Huh?
Yeah, people could take that wrong and be like, I'll be your side instead of I'll be by your side.
Yeah, I mean, there's always something that will try to, you know, distract from the fact that it isn't really what they're saying. It's just what they are put to words, basically.
Yeah. So Sentai22, I need to get your opinion on this. I went on Rangeboard the other day, and I was like, people were talking about like their favorite fan subgroups, and like everybody's bashing TV Nihon.
Because
like,
they make a lot of mistakes.
Like, which one do you prefer, Overtime TV Nihon, or just like...
Overtime.
Yeah, that's what Rangeboard's like doing. It's like they don't like...
There's... I wouldn't say they're bad. I mean, they do pretty good subs. There's Zornos, there's other ones, I forgot which subs are good subs. I mean, in reality, there's no such thing as good subs, you know?
I know, right?
If you know how to speak Japanese, if you know the language quite well, you don't really need the subs. I mean, if you really want to watch a certain series but don't want to learn Japanese, just pick which one.
I'm not like these hipster like Overtime, like people who are just getting to Overtime now. I watched Overtime when they did like Gokaiger and Forza coming out. Like I preferred them over TV Neo.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, if you already know some words, then you don't really need the subs because you know what's going on in that situation. Because sometimes when you see action, you don't really need the language. It's universal. The action and the fights, it's all universal.
To me, Sentai is, but for Kamen Rider, it's a little bit harder because there's more going on.
Yeah, but you know, once you get used to it, it's not so bad. You know.
Yeah.
There's more going on in Kamen Rider except for Wizard.
Like the first, like in like 6th or 7th grade, I used to watch like Mega Ranger and Die Ranger with no subtitles, and I can understand like perfectly what was going on.
Yeah. That's same with Kabuto. I mean, I watched Kabuto so many times because it was my first Kamen Rider series. It's just like, okay, now everything is just clear now. And now, like, every time when I watch certain Kamen Rider Super Sentai, it's like, oh, I see. Especially the part where, like, I don't get, what is this item that you're showing to me?
And if you want to watch an old Sentai where they're in high school, even though it's not that old, watch Mega Ranger, because it's really good.
Yeah, I like Mega Ranger.
It's sad for me to say that my first Kamen Rider series was Kamen Rider Kiva.
Hey, like I said, it's not a bad series. I'll tell you that.
I enjoyed it when it first came out, but then like everybody's like, I saw reviews of it and people just like hated it.
I love the theme song. It's so catchy.
Yeah. I definitely like Kengo. He's one of my favorites. He's Kamen Rider Ixa.
Yeah, Ixa's bad.
Exercise. He's probably one of my favorite secondary riders of all time. Next to Gatak.
I love Excel.
Excel?
I love Excel.
I didn't understand that part. What was it?
Oh, I love Excel. Kamen Rider Excel from Double.
Ah, okay. That's another good secondary rider. Like, so you don't need to ask me any questions.
Should we move on to eBay?
Yeah, if you want. Sentai22, we talk about like interesting items, Power Ranger related items on eBay that are either like really expensive, really cheap, and just something different, something interesting.
And we're trying different really this time. Instead of going to eBay, we're actually gonna like.
And don't you dare mention that thing I'm gonna bid on later.
Oh, cool. Right now somebody's selling a White Tiger Zone on eBay for $16. Buy it now.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Let me see. Let me go on the world of Yahoo here. You guys keep on talking. I'll see if I could. What can I find here?
If I win, there's a Megazord for like a really cheap price that I'm hopefully gonna get, and if I do get it, I'll mention it next week. That I got this for such a cheap price. But yeah, I don't want to mention it now to let other people know about it.
Oh my gosh, they still have the Dragon Scizor for $335 on eBay right now.
Yeah, somebody's selling all of Z-Ranger on VHS for $129. I think I mentioned that in like almost every show we've had.
You do, because you want that so bad.
Believe it or not, I actually used to own the Jew Ranger VHS tape collection, but when I checked... Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You're going to make Ryan like pee himself.
So jealous.
What, the official ones?
But here's the thing, the quality in those tapes is just awful.
The official ones?
It was the part here is like I checked them out and everything was just, I mean, it wasn't in good quality. You see a lot of the lines in certain areas, and when they transform into Dino Buckler, it kept on basically stopping, and it just, it broke, I think, in one of the first tapes. So I really, I could have sold it, but I guess I didn't want to, cause any problems to the buyer, so I just threw them out.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you the ones on eBay. Did they look like this? Hold on, let's see if I can like.
Yeah, he wants to know if they're the official ones or not.
They look like that.
Yeah, they're the official. Let me see. Let me get the check right now.
I just sent the link through check.
Yeah, those are the official ones, but I paid around $30 for all of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ryan's so jealous of you right now.
I bought it from a Hawaiian. I bought it from a Hawaiian seller actually, and those like the cases in those that you just take them out like you were taking out like a lollipop or something. Those tapes. It wasn't like those kind of open VHS tapes, those cases that you open. It was just like you take them out like you would do like a cereal box.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. But yeah, the quality on them is not that great. I mean, just recently the Jew Ranger DVDs came out, so it's not really a purpose. I mean, if you're a big fan of Jew Ranger, obviously this is great for your collection.
What Jew Ranger DVDs?
The Jew Ranger DVDs that are in Japan right now.
They just came out just like two years ago.
I thought you meant like American ones. I was like, what?
No! That's never gonna happen, by the way.
Spawn's not that nice. Spawn's like,
yeah. He wants you to watch Power Rangers, not he wants his money. He wants his money. Actually, I posted that on that Rider Decade 22. That's me also. Yep, that's me. I actually posted that video.
Do you think...
Huh?
They have some Go-Go 5 VHSs on eBay, like Volume 720, Volume 430. There's an O-Ranger 1, Volume 3 for 25. That's kind of tempting for me.
Nah, I don't recommend you getting them. The quality isn't that great. I mean, you have to gamble because some of them, like I said to you yesterday about the VHS, the footage you will lose that footage in about a few years because of the elements and the environment around.
Yeah, that's what my mom always tells me. She's
like,
stop buying VHS.
Even if you try to keep them in the case, there's no chance. Trust me.
Yeah, because they're not meant to last forever.
Yeah, so your best bet is just get the DVDs. Even though they're expensive, it is definitely worth it. And the best part about the DVDs is that they didn't took it from the VHSs. They actually took it from the actual masters from the Sentai vaults.
Don't you have to like jack your don't you have to make your player region free though?
There are some region free players out there that you can get on eBay for much cheap. I actually got this one. Mine is a Philips. It plays DivX. It plays AVIs on the data disk. You don't have to like render the footage to DVD. You just have to put it like if you drag the footage into the CD, then you can play it on your region-free DVD player. There's some that don't have that feature. You just have to get a regular... there are DVD players that give you that option, that code, to change it from Region 1 to Region 2, Region 3, whatnot, so...
Yeah, and if anyone's interested in getting the DVDs, you can go on Amazon Japan, and there's like a English option.
Just don't get the Hong Kong versions, though.
Yeah, I'd rather go on Amazon Japan or something like that, because like, on eBay you don't really know like which one is official and which one's like bootleg and crap.
All of them are eBay or bootleg.
Because somebody's selling all of Metalder on DVD, but this is probably bootleg.
It is.
Yeah.
They don't release complete sets. They only release volumes.
My best bet, your best bet, will probably just get them from Yahoo Auction Japan. Just get a proxy seller, middleman.
I can't find them on Amazon Japan anymore, like any of the Sentai DVDs. I used to be able to.
Well, you have to write them in Japanese. You have to write the search Jew Ranger in kanji.
Because I'm on like the American version.
You can't write them in regular English. You know, you have to write them in kanji.
Okay.
Just look it up in Wikipedia. It's on the side. Jew Ranger in kanji and regular in English. You just have to copy the kanji Sentai and just paste it on the search engine in Yahoo Auction Japan, and boom. Okay. You got everything, whatever Sentai you're looking for.
Okay.
Hey, Sentai22.
Yep, I found them.
Just so that you can make Tom mad, did you, like, back in the day, did you, like, ever record Power Rangers off of, like, Fox Kids and stuff like that?
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday.
Do you actually have any of those tapes left?
I used to, but when I got the DVD recorder, I basically threw them away. Damn it. So much stuff that was lost. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really think there was so much value into these promos until I saw stuff on YouTube that I haven't seen in a long time, you know. So it's kind of like the Doctor Who episodes where they threw them out and now they're still looking for them, you know.
Or it's like when people record stuff off of Toonami and stuff, and like they really want that stuff back.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much people that want that now. I mean, it's crazy. But man, I should have never threw away my VHS tapes. I mean, I should have waited until I got the DVD recorder and just recorded into DVD and just upload them on YouTube. Because for me, I would never sell them. I would just share the stuff with the world.
There was a guy on a website iOffer that was selling for $15 full Sentai series that were TV rips with some commercials. Because the one my uncle got me, the Flashman, there's some commercials in those, so I know they're TV rips, and I'm never getting rid of those.
Oh, so you have the Flashman toy commercials as well?
Yeah, there's some commercials. There's even some like old Dragon Ball commercials.
Oh, you gotta upload it on your channel, man. If you want, I can give you this capture card that I have here that I showed you yesterday. I'll give it to you for like $30.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because you're right. I do have to put that on my channel. There's people
it's
that
your
really
duty. It's your duty, man. Upload them. You know, save some of it because, like I said before, like I said to you yesterday, that the VHS tapes don't last very long.
Well, it's DVD. The guy had them on VHS and converted them to DVD, and he was selling copies of them. So
you could just rip them. There's programs that you can rip them to the DVD out and put them on your computer.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that though, and
that's
put them
easy
in
for me.
AVIs.
There's a program called let me see, FreeMake Video Converter. It converts everything. You can just put your DVD on your computer. Oh, you have a DVD player on your computer?
Yeah.
Okay, just put it in there, and the program will find the file in the DVD, and it will convert it to whichever format you want. You can convert it to MP4, MP3, or let me see, I got it right here. I have it FLV, which is the format for YouTube.
Yeah. Can you just link that software, like where I can get that?
Oh, sure, no problem. Just hold on a second.
Okay, I think we're about to wrap this up because...
Dinner.
Yeah. We can continue talking after this, but this gets to the point where, like, listeners aren't really going to be interested in this stuff. We're just kind of talking to each other at this point. But,
well, Tom, you have to upload that stuff because I'll kill you if you don't.
I won't. I'm not going to put it to my normal channel. I'll put it to my channel where I upload things just in case it gets copyrighted or whatever.
Hey, just edit out some of the stuff, you know, that's boring. So.
But yeah, I might get this Go-Go 5 Volume 1 off of Amazon Japan because it's $54. So I'm thinking about it.
So yeah, I think.
So
yeah.
So Sentai22, you want to be a regular?
Sure, why not?
Yes, we have a fourth member.
I'm finally in something, yay!
We need a girl, we can be the Power Rangers.
So by next week, I will have an email for the podcast. If any of our listeners want to email us any feedback or anything, I'll have that. Yeah, I'll have that by next week. You can just comment questions though. Any comments or questions, we'll answer. It's not going to be like you have to email us questions. You can't comment them. You can you can comment them, message me questions, whatever you want. But yeah, that's it. I'm AnimeTime100 on YouTube and Skype, YoungBeats100 as well on YouTube and Ranger Board, and Ryan's The Real Black Ranger on Ranger Board.
Or ShadowNameZ on YouTube, whatever.
And Sentai22 from YouTube, also known as Mega Sentai from Ranger Board. If you guys want to ask me any questions for my next Super Question Time, you'd be happy to post them if you will. So.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, that's it.
wait. Since Ranger Reserves, I was exactly that.
Yeah, peace, love, Zordon.
Love, and Zordon.
Peace, love, Zordon.